Hey guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to get a great discussion on gaming and all that surrounded. Now, on to today's topic. Hey guys, I was planning on doing another gaming video today, but I stumbled across this article on Nvidia's, I wouldn't say new technology, but their technology that they've been developing for a while on AI generating different faces. And this is a bit of an old article, came out a few days ago, but I still found it interesting. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but there's like they have this video out now, and it's like 6 minutes long, and it's really detailing, I guess, the research and development that they've done over the past few years, because they said they've been working on this since 2014, and it's improved a lot since then. Like before, it was like black and white. They kind of got the shapes of the faces and whatnot, together, but it's only been like 4 years and change, and it's already like miles ahead of what it should be. So now it's like the faces are just merging with other people's faces. So they take a source, like the source face, and they take another face, and they use that the second face to really basically get those features down, like the pose of the person, their facial structure. Let's see. I know the middle section had gets the finer parts like their eyes and whatnot, and then the third section gets the color of the hair and other things, the background and whatnot. So it has the source one, and then it has these other things that it kind of takes from that. And so what you're seeing, once they kind of do, I don't know, their AI magic or whatever you call it, the faces are just meshed together and fused together. It's kind of like, the source face and the other example face had like a child or something like that, and it's at whatever age. It's kind of weird. It's weird. It's kind of creepy, and it's interesting to see how, I guess, technology has come. Now, it's the creepy thing is, for me, is that none of these faces are real, except for the source one, I guess. But the fact that it's able to make these faces that are just they aren't real people is kind of a little bit disturbing of what kind of future we're heading for. This kind of reminds me of that deep fake thing that was kind of developing a few years ago, not too long ago, and it was basically they had the technology to make lip movements match the actor, and whoever you wanted to put their lip movements onto. So I remember the example they used was Barack Obama, and his lips were matched with I think his name was Key or Peele, the comedian, and had his voice on there, Key or Peele's voice. So what's interesting was that back then it was, I find it creepy that, to me, you could not from then on, my my trust in videos, I guess, just diminished further. I think we're all used to Photoshop. We're all used to doctoring videos in a certain form. But this is taking it so far. I think it's really, depending on who you ask, it could be interesting. It could be it could be like a new leap in technology. But for me, it's kind of frightening, I think, to see that trust in videos is just, I feel like it's completely gone. I mean, I feel like you should never really trust anything anyway on the internet. It's just, to me, it's too easy to Photoshop something, or it's too it's just too easy to just manufacture whatever you want on the internet. I mean, I think we've taken, well, I guess I shouldn't say that, but maybe I can't speak for everyone, but I feel like we've taken Photoshop, we've taken doctoring videos, video editing, we've taken voiceover, all these things for granted, because they all add up to make a completely not fictitious, but a completely not real video. And in some cases, it's it's a good fake. You know, I remember, if you guys remember, I think it was Ray Johnson. Uh, he was the famous YouTuber from a few years ago. But the whole thing was trying to figure out if video was fake or not. And I guess the that was a few years ago, but now it's just like, I don't know how, after all these things with the faces, an AI developing new faces and whatnot, and really getting such accuracy and whatnot. I mean, some of those faces look real to me. And adding along with deep fakes, I mean, could you imagine? Could you imagine this whole person is made up, like completely fictitious background, completely fictitious everything. They're not real in the slightest, and I feel like in the future we can see something that's completely believable, that they are real and they have a real life and have this whole thing. This is getting into conspiracy theory territory, but could you imagine, like, it would be, we could very well see something like that. And again, there's two sides to this. You can either feel like that's a really cool jump in technology, or it's a frightening thing in the future. Because to me, my mind would go straight towards like politics. like I can imagine that a bunch of politicians are foaming at the mouth at this kind of technology. And I'm sure that that this will go much farther in the future. I know that there is also technology, I should have mentioned this earlier, there's also technology dedicated towards getting your voice completely manufactured or completely copied by a computer, and making it sound like you said things. And it's kind of rough now. Like, in some parts you can definitely tell, like, that's obviously not that person. But some parts it sounds like that's whoever saying whatever. And I'm just like, wow, Jesus, that's been in development for this long, and yada yada yada. I mean, my mind just goes towards 10 years in the future. How will things look 5 years in the future, even? This AI thing, the face thing was really Nvidia's face thing really jumped in technology in only 4 years and change. So I think this was interesting. I've made a mistake. I did kind of link this towards gaming in a small way, because it is Nvidia, and of course they make the graphics cards and whatnot. So it kind of makes sense that they would be in technology like this. Maybe they're trying to make up for that RTX business that they're doing. God bless them. But anyway, thank you guys for listening. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.